Dubai is a city of dreams, luxury, and unforgettable experiences. But does this hotel live up to the expectations? Let's find out. Welcome to Atlantis The Royal Hotel. Atlantis The Royal is not just a hotel, but a true embodiment of luxury and futuristic architecture in the heart of Dubai. Here, every guest feels like a star. Unique restaurants by world-renowned chefs offer culinary masterpieces for every taste. The interiors are breathtaking: marble, panoramic windows, designer furniture, and a scent you'll want to take home. For adults, there are rooftop bars, clubs, and one of the best spas in the region. For families with children, there's access to the largest water park, kids clubs, and animation. Atlantis The Royal offers a vacation you'll never forget. The hotel is rated 4.7 on Google, 9.1 on Booking.com, and 4.8 on TripAdvisor. However, even such a popular hotel has its downsides, which may significantly influence your decision. Let's take a closer look at all the pros and cons of this hotel so you can make the right choice. But before we begin, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to our channel and support this video with likes and comments. Thank you. To be honest, the beach at Atlantis The Royal really impressed me. The hotel's private stretch of white sand coast was stunning. The water in the bay is warm and calm, and sunbeds with umbrellas are always available for guests. Every morning the beach is thoroughly cleaned, and everything looks neat and well-maintained. During the day we enjoyed the views. There's a gorgeous panorama of the Palm Island and Dubai skyscrapers from the beach. I'd especially like to mention Nobu by the Beach, a stylish beach club at the hotel where music plays during the day, cocktails are served, and you can try sushi. Atlantis The Royal is a true architectural marvel. When we first arrived, the sight of its unusual building, with giant shimmering pools against the sky, literally took our breath away. The design and architecture are truly incredible. It feels like you've entered another world. The interior decor is also top-notch. A spacious lobby with high ceilings, dramatic sculptures, and huge panoramic windows immediately sets a luxurious tone. In the evenings, a spectacular fountain show with fire takes place in the lobby. It's mesmerizing. The hotel grounds are vast, so at times it felt more like being in an entire city than a cozy boutique hotel. Sometimes the public areas were noisy and crowded, especially on weekends. Honestly, the atmosphere is quite glamorous. You'll see a lot of wealthy guests and influencers with phones, which can get tiring. But on the other hand, this energetic vibe gives the place a special charm. Beautiful people everywhere, poolside parties, and luxury boutiques in the lobby. I like that despite all this, everything was impeccably clean, smelled nice, and every detail was well thought out. It's clear that the hotel maintains the highest quality standards. And now, friends, I suggest we head to the restaurant to relax a bit and enjoy a delicious lunch. The food at Atlantis The Royal deserves special praise. Over the week, we had the chance to enjoy the legendary breakfast and several a la carte restaurants, and we were satisfied almost everywhere. Breakfast takes place in the massive gastronomy restaurant hall, and the food selection is insane. The freshest fruits, dozens of hot dishes, pastries, Middle Eastern and European delicacies. Probably the most luxurious buffet breakfast I've ever seen. Everything was delicious and of high quality, and it's clear the kitchen is striving to meet world-class standards. By the way, the hall is so big that it was hard at first to find certain foods. I had to ask a couple of times where to find the cheeses or cold cuts. During lunch and dinner, we discovered amazing restaurants by international chefs, all right on the hotel grounds. The most memorable was dinner at Ariana's Persian Kitchen, incredibly flavorful Persian cuisine. I also really liked Ling Ling, an Asian restaurant with a gorgeous view, stylish music in the evening, and a trendy party vibe. However, the food at Cloud 22 Feet on the Rooftop was honestly disappointing. We had some light snacks there during the day, and they were mediocre, not at the same level as the rest. Overall, the dining was fantastic, but keep in mind that prices are accordingly high. Now let's take a look at the room and available amenities. Our room became a true oasis of comfort throughout the vacation. We stayed in a spacious family room with a balcony and sea view. It had 2 large beds and huge panoramic windows, offering a mesmerizing view of the Persian Gulf. The room's design was modern and luxurious, marble, lighting, and the latest technology. Housekeeping was excellent. Maids came twice a day, cleaning and changing towels in the morning, and preparing the beds and leaving chocolates in the evening. The attention to detail was impressive. On the very first day, we found welcome gifts, fruit, sweets, and children's kits for our little ones. Of course, there were some issues. Our check-in was delayed. The room was ready only by 5 p.m., even though we arrived in the afternoon, which slightly dampened our mood. Also, the air conditioning didn't work efficiently the first night, and the room felt stuffy. On one of the upper floors, we occasionally smelled a faint sewer odor in the corridor, probably a ventilation issue. We didn't have this in our room, but the fact itself surprised me. The room was very well soundproofed. It was quiet at night despite the activities around. Overall, we were happy with the room. Luxury without excess, designed for family comfort. The minor flaws didn't ruin our impression. We stayed in comfort and enjoyed every evening on our balcony with its amazing view. And now I'll tell you about the people who served us and what really surprised us. The staff at Atlantis The Royal deserve the warmest praise. Over the week, we met dozens of employees, and almost all were incredibly friendly, polite, and professional. The level of service here is truly royal. You feel looked after, with your wishes anticipated. I especially want to highlight the breakfast team. These guys work like a well-oiled machine, instantly clearing used dishes, bringing coffee, joking with the kids. It's clear they're well-trained and motivated. Of course, no one is perfect. On arrival day, when the hotel was full, we got a rather unfriendly receptionist. He was curt and slow, so the check-in took longer than we wanted. But the vast majority of the staff really did their best. Any request was met instantly and with a smile. You can tell the hotel team works together and genuinely wants guests to be satisfied. It would be perfect if a hotel this chic had equally matching entertainment options. Let's talk about that now. Atlantis The Royal is a true paradise for adults. I'm not joking. The most popular spot is the Cloud 22 Feet Bar, a panoramic infinity pool and lounge on the 22nd floor with stunning views of the Palm and Dubai. The atmosphere is like a club. There's a DJ, cocktails are served, but entry is strictly for adults. The sunbeds are paid even for guests, and prices are quite high. We booked in advance, but sometimes you can't get in at all, especially if the day is booked for a private event. The spa center was impressive. A couple's massage with my wife turned out to be the best we've ever had. In the evenings, we enjoyed visiting the Ling Ling bar or relaxing with drinks in the lobby. Atlantis The Royal in Dubai left me with unforgettable memories and fully lived up to its reputation as a luxury hotel. The magnificent beach, architecture, and immaculate grounds create the feeling of staying in a modern palace. The food is world-class, especially the breakfasts and dinners in the restaurants by global chefs. The room was a true oasis of comfort with a breathtaking view, and the service impressed with attention to detail and sincere hospitality. Of course, there were small issues, a delayed check-in, and high prices for some services, but they didn't spoil the overall experience. I especially remember the time at the infinity pool and the relaxing evenings in the spa and lounge areas. Atlantis The Royal is great for both families and couples. Everyone will find something special here. It's a place you'll truly want to return to. Friends, the final decision is always yours. Only you can decide whether it's worth flying to this hotel for your vacation or not. And while you're thinking, I recommend checking out our other videos about Arab hotels. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our new reviews. That's it for me for now. See you soon at a new hotel.